All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. I'm Veve Magic, joined by vevefam, and special shout out to my co-host Chad, NFT Pirates. He's helping me today man the comment section and add in some of our amazing guests that we have. This is Here to Stay, celebrating collectors at heart live stream. We're gonna have so much fun. Talk to a lot of people from the Veve fam. I have 11 to 12 physical giveaways that I've collected. So I'm really excited and I hope you all enjoy. So I want to get to our fellows on stage here. I know for Osmond Collects, it's very, very late. So much appreciated that you're here. It's like 11 p.m. your time, right?
It is, yes. Yes, it is.
Well, I promise we will get to you very, very soon. But I do have a special guest that I would like to welcome to the stage. But before we do that, disclaimer, this is not an AMA. We are not going to be doing all sorts of vevefam questions. It's a celebration of our community and in tribute to all the people that help support Veve and each other. And this person wants to show his appreciation as well. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Mr. David Yu.
No way.
David!
Hey, David.
Yeah. Give you guys ahead of 4th of May. May the force be with you, everyone.
Yeah.
Obviously, we down under here, we 1 day ahead of you. So the world's still here today. We're pretty safe.
I'm in Australia too, David.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. So thanks Veve Magic for putting this together for the community. We're just loving it so much and just seeing the positive vibes from the community. So hopefully we'll get a couple more special guests to your show if I can get my message across to them.
Awesome.
Excellent.
So, yes, I am celebrating May the 4th with my inspired hairstyle here. I've got a semi-Princess Leia look going on. That was planned. But yeah, I wanted to get your reactions to sort of this trend that went on. And I want to also give a huge special shout out to Mr. Champ, because he organically started this, shall we call it, a movement. And it just, I got a DM one day and I started seeing the feed and it just kind of caught on like wildfire. So, this stream probably would have not happened if not for him. So special thanks and gratitude to him. I invited him on stream. He said he was busy today, but was going to have it in the background. So I figured you might want to share maybe a special acknowledgement or message.
Yeah, just number one, thanks to everyone in the community who put this together. It's been pretty touching, to be honest. How did I find out? I think I got up one morning and I don't normally go on the Twitter because it can be a little bit distracting and toxic, as you probably know with the FAD. We have a very full day-to-day task we have to complete. And then this was the hashtag Here to Stay. And it just didn't stop. I was scrolling right through. And for a moment, not just a moment, for the whole day, I straight away I ring up Dan, I message him, I say, have you seen what's on Twitter? He goes, well, what's happening today? And I say, it was pretty positive vibe from the community that came together behind us. And my gratitude to all our fans out there. We most important is that we're not here to let anyone down. We genuinely just have so much on day to day. And I actually had to start explaining to our licensors, because as you guys probably will know that most of the licensed social media team, they do monitor the content that goes viral. And this is how they predict, some of the collabs or collectibles that we should be launching and timing to get the vibe. So I spent a lot of time in the past week delivering, what this Here to Stay mean for us at Veve, for our community. And most important is just to show the movement how important it is that even brand partners stay on with us. Because, these are major brands, and they want to have positive vibe when they release certain things. And this is how we also at veve get so many new brands on board, because they do track and they do Google it, they do see things. And we do a monthly report to our partners, and just to give them a feel what's happening. So this movement is extremely important to us in a way where, as a company, we have so much more in development, what's coming out. When we don't announce it, because we're under so much NDA these days, non-disclosure, we get penalty if we disclose certain things, and some of them are in the multiple millions of dollars if we disclose anything. So when we don't communicate with the community, doesn't mean we actually falling asleep or having fun. We genuinely do work, and we're going through that scaling period where new team members are being added on. Startup company like ourselves, it is very important that our new ads on feel that they're coming into a company, a community that loves the product, and nothing worse than all the farts out there. It does drive away talent as well when we try to not just acquiring partner license, including staff, and keeping the momentum going internally as well, because spiritually we are all working remotely, so it's not like we all get it in our office. So it is important that our internal staff get that vibe and get that feel and laugh from you guys, and certainly this movement has delivered that, and that's how important it is to us. And just to finish all that note, in that evening, when I got a moment to sit down and go through the Twitter properly, obviously there's hundreds and hundreds more. It was quite emotionally for me personally, just going through it and seeing some of the messages and some of the fun photos out there. You just see the community, the staff, they're posting pictures we've taken throughout the years at the Comic-Con or DesignerCon. So it was very, very touching for us.
So I want to interrupt you briefly. You were speaking on Dan's behalf, but I feel maybe it should be more proper if he speaks for himself. Are you okay with that?
What, is he coming on the show? No way.
Hey,
Yes, it's super rare.
Stay on my channel.
No way.
I think I'm the ultra rare, Dave. You're the secret rare.
Super rare. Oh man. Oh god. Thanks for popping on. Wow.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
No worries. Thanks for organizing this. And yeah, just to echo what Dave was saying, it is, I mean, Mr. Champ and you guys and everyone who was participating in the Here to Stay movement. It is like Dave said, normally we wake up, I'm like Dave, I don't check Twitter in the morning because I generally want to have a good day. So it'll be like later in the evening. Later in the evening when I check it. So it was so encouraging to see, like, there are these fudsters out there, and Dave and I talk about it quite a bit. Like, it's a very odd kind of behavior. It's like, if you don't like something, normally you'll stay away from it, right? But it's not like you hang around it. If you hate something so much, you hang around it and go like, that sucks. It's very odd behavior, to be honest. So I guess we just have to assume that at some level they still like veve, but it's very odd from my perspective. So it was very positive to see the people out there who actually do love and enjoy veve, really putting their foot down and saying, we like it. If you guys don't like it, that's fine. And since then, I've seen a lot of posts on Twitter in the evening, of course, not in the morning, about just to ignore that kind of stuff. I think we all know who who these bad actors are that we're talking about. I'm not going to mention them on screen, so I'll probably get sued, but we can all know who it is.
Fair enough. Did David and Dan, did you have any maybe special words that you wanted to say towards Champ if he is listening, since he sort of started this whole movement, which, by the way, his timing was impeccable. because he did this before we had these huge announcements of, the Infinity Gauntlet and Thanos and MCP. Like, the timing was perfection. It's like the VV gods whispered in his ear, So I just wanted to see if you had any special words for him.
From my side, he and I have actually been chatting, and I think there's a good opportunity here to, really to try to continue this kind of positive movement, or at least add some support out there, especially in the Twitter sphere, for the people who do love and enjoy VV. So yeah, absolutely big thanks from myself, and well, at least from myself. David can say his own thanks. Just very encouraging. And it's obviously, from our perspective, we are under a lot of pressure, each week. And like Dave said, licensors, future licensors, everyone kind of looks at this, looks at what's happening on social. So it was a very, very positive movement. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. So likewise, thank you so much again. The timing couldn't be better. And just for the audience sake, that the MCP, the gauntlets, everything was rolling out as we planned. We did go a bit quiet throughout traveling. We had a really crazy travel schedule. I think the month of started from end of Feb and March, and just odd things in April as well. So it couldn't come better timing, and really encourage us. And you wake up in the morning every day, all we get is all the problems and the top management here. People kind of don't really understand the day, how impact our day goes through, and just to come up with something that's bright and beautiful is really, really good. And I like I say earlier, when I text Dan, I go, "Have you seen the movement on the internet, on Twitter today?" He's going, "Oh no, what's happening today? Did I see something? Was it the chill pill? Was it something else?"
It's not normally triggered by something David does. Some troll.
Yeah.
Nice to wake up to happy news, right?
Yeah, and our we have wonderful team member who, it's more than just a team member. Our Alex behind the picture. Gratitude goes out to him, trying to control what's happening in the community and making sure the narrative, the story actually gets out there. And he get put on a lot of spotlight where, during that period when we were traveling, a lot of the communication was all in broken parts because the time difference, or we flying out of reach. So, massive thanks to Alex out there for, keeping this community together as much as we can. So let's get on to some other parts of our show today.
Okay, so if you don't mind, I'd love for you guys, I stay as long as you can. I know you guys are very busy, but I'd love for you to hear maybe some stories from the vevefam. I would like to start with Osmond Collects because it's past 11 p.m. his time. So I want to be able to be mindful of the time zones here. And again, appreciate you coming up and staying up late for us. So
no problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe share something about why you're here to stay, or what your favorite drop has been, or your favorite collectible, or, favorite VV memory or moment, anything like that. We'd love to hear.
Well, basically, g'day everybody. So my name's Osmond Collect 63. Originally from Western Australia, but I live in Bristol, United Kingdom. Basically, my VV story is I'm here basically just for the community. I've met loads of amazing people from all over the world through our love of collecting and through the use of the VV app. We've started our own collectors group, which you might have seen floating around Twitter at the moment, the veve Collective. That's just basically it's a group where we just all get together, share our love of collecting VV. We've also started a Twitter space as well that we do every Wednesday called veve Wednesdays, which we do regularly from 8 till 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if anyone's ever available and wants to listen and jump on, so please, you be honor us with tuning in. And yeah, that's basically what I. For me personally, like in the actual app itself, I'm more into the ultra rare comics myself. I really enjoy the artwork. I love learning more about the artists, and yeah. But like I said, it's more the community than anything that sort of brings me here. Yeah, there's one of our members there. We got the real Hinanu. So Evolve Collects. So if you've heard of them or seen them around on Twitter, like, follow, subscribe. Amazing people. And yeah, I just want to say thank you, David. Thank you, Dan, for providing this amazing product to help bring us all together.
Thanks
Thank
so
you,
much
Dan.
for your support. Yeah, it's always so encouraging. This random little idea that David and I had 5 years ago or 6 years ago? I can't even remember now. Yeah, it's turned into such a beautiful community. I mean, there was a point in time where David and I were sitting around the table thinking, will we even sell one digital Batman? And here we are a few years later, a lot more gray hairs, a lot more less hairs, a few more mental issues, but we're getting there.
Yeah, mate. No, slow and steady, mate. You guys are doing an amazing job. I know it's obviously not as fast as everyone likes, but we all understand. You're under massive amounts of pressure and constraints from other licensors. But yeah, I mean, just from myself and my collectors group, keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, just keep going on.
Thank you.
And also, and also, one question I have for myself personally. So we've just had Alien drop in the app. So is Predator coming? I know you probably can't answer that, but I have to ask the question.
Sadly, as Dave was talking earlier, the NDAs were.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, it's all good, mate. I understand.
Yeah, but I mean, the alien posters were pretty cool. When I was
cool.
making the rarities, it was amazing just to see some of these very rare out of print products that the licensor had provided. I mean, definitely we like to see more franchise product coming out. Many times we talked about in the AMA is that it's not really about just bigger, better brands. Is about nostalgia. It's about things that people collect, they grow up with. Not every single product's going to be catered for everybody, but the point of having everyone and something for everybody is very important here at veve. So people might not just like the cute collectibles that we bring out. They might want some alien product, and we want to bring that diversity, inclusive, everything all in, from different producers, directors, from different film, different genre, all in. Predator. Okay. I'll keep that one in mind.
Yeah, I just saw that one from Sleep and get to the chopper. I was like, yeah, we can get Predator and we can get Arnie because we've got Stallone. So wicked.
Okay.
So yeah, keep in mind.
Man, yeah. Someone that was a funny one. Yeah, I mean, and there was a moment of time. A lot of users collectors out there go, well, there's just too many posters of 2D put out. Like the community update in April, we talked about this is all gearing up for that home space for you guys. When the showroom home space comes out, the wall will be empty. Don't expect we're going to be dropping you beautiful walls, with images on it. You do need to plot these in, and we really think by that time these artwork products will be more and more valuable and more have more utility value to them than just aesthetic image of it.
Nice.
All right. Let's next go to Jordan, if that's all right. And thank you so much, Osmond Collects, for sharing. Appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks for setting this up, Veve Magic. This is absolutely amazing. I can't believe you got David and Dan on at the same time. So
I can't either.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, and I usually have a show called Around the Comiverse, and we just got Reese on last week, and I thought that was awesome. And so you've just two-upped me. So I love it.
Well, I've never had Reese on, so congrats.
Awesome. Yeah. It's the second time Reese has come on Around the Comiverse. It's great to have him on as well. But yeah, it's really awesome to see all you guys. We've got an amazing panel here. This is seriously almost like it's a dream. Who knows? So I've been in veve for about 2 years now, and I saw the vision of it when I showed the app to my son, and he stole the phone off me, and he just kept playing with like the DeLorean, and he liked to open the doors of the DeLorean. He made it full size, and he'd walk inside the DeLorean, and just he'd spend like an hour on it. And like I have to get I need to work. I need to get my phone back off him, and so that's sort of my start into it. And then I got into Omi as well, so I've got a large bag of Omi. I'm trying to catch Randy. Randy's very hard to catch. He keeps buying more Omi every second, and yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it for me.
You guys want to talk to him?
Thanks, Jordan. Yeah. So, and which part of the world are you in at the moment?
I'm in Australia, in Melbourne.
Ah, nice. Which part? Sydney or Melbourne?
So Melbourne. Yeah, down the southeast of Melbourne, Victoria.
Yeah, fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, we're looking to do something in Australia sooner or later. So looking
awesome.
forward to catch up. We do have a pocket of community there who loves veve. In fact, Dan, remember we have a whale down under. I think she be in the late 60s. Dan,
yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Alex.
Yeah, who is and is I think it's a grandma. She's in the late 60s in totally different field than collectible, and she's one of our whales down under in Australia. I won't name names just in case.
she was very onto it. Very onto it.
And she knows all the mint numbers, what the Grail, the first edition, first appearance. It was really good to meet some of our very enthusiastic collectors down in Australia. And it is still our top 10 market, by the way.
Awesome. I'd love there to be an event here. That'd be really cool. What do you think you do? Like a little con type thing, or?
Yeah, we looked at many cons down there in Australia. There's one Pacific one is Supernova, which I attended a couple of times. So we're looking at it to see if we could have a small booth or some community style of setup. But the honest truth is that we just got so much happening at veve. And just to keep in mind, we're not just building the current product, what you see. We've got a lot more coming. And we're getting many partnerships together to close up this ecosystem. And a lot of the moving part, it requires other people to deliver certain things for us to execute to certain API and to extend our product and how we carve certain things. And we've got, as I mentioned many times, new pillars in sports and music, how we're going to make those product work and how we control the releases, the narrative behind it, what makes it important for collectors to collect them. And because of all these factors, we would like to do more live events.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I think Alex and maybe coming weeks will be announcing, some of the plans for 2023. I think it was just signed off hours ago. We got email reply from some of the organizers, and we're very pleased to be included in some of the major events for this year, in North America in particularly.
You're always welcome to split a little early if you
want. It's quite the week. We have a lot of news coming out of here. A lot of news. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little hurt that I didn't get the initial invite because I was FOMOing on some G Prime FaceTime here. But I'm happy to join my esteemed bosses and all of you lovely collectors at heart here as part of this live stream. So thank you, Magic, even though your invite was late.
No, later than never, mate.
No, but thank you for having me. This is actually really cool. I've been on Magic streams before. I've spoken to all of you except Jordan and Osmond, so it's really nice to meet you, you guys. But yeah, I mean, I think coming out of this space today, where we're talking Gauntlet, or that was just a total fan fest and really diving into the mechanics of the drop and the fandom around the 5th anniversary of Infinity War. I think there's never been a better time, I think, in momentum than what we have right now, and we're looking to hockey stick this thing. So everything's on the move. I'm very excited, and as David mentioned, we'll have some news on some events. Hashtag soon.
Good to see you too, Alex.
G Prime.
Yo.
Did you just use a hockey stick reference?
I did. Well,
yes!
First
time!
Even though
I'm Canadian, so that...
Yeah. I don't know. R.I.P. Kings, but now my focus is purely on the Lake Show, right? MC, let's go. Big win last night.
We're rolling, Alex. We're rolling.
All right, let's get to some more sharing. Let's go first to Sean, and then we'll go to Mr. Grandison Prime. What's up, Sean?
Hey,
buddy.
What's up? Hey, everybody.
Hey,
How's it going? Yeah.
Hey, before you start, Sean, did you frame your collectibles back there? I see you have a Todd and is that your 77 lightsaber?
Yeah, it's the 77 over there. And then the Todd that when I met Todd in person, and he signed it. It's just a screenshot, but it looks awesome. It looks great.
I did that with my partners
too. Cool.
That David and Dan signed. I've got it in my, but it was because of him. He sent me the links and how to do it. So cool.
How did you manage to get the resolution to print it out?
So I talked to Kevin, and he told me the exact dimensions, the max dimensions I could go with a screenshot. So I maxed it out as much as possible, and I think it was like 13 by 8, something like that. Yeah,
okay.
But it looks good.
Very cool.
Yeah. And that was probably my most memorable moment going to San Diego Comic-Con. First 2021 or is it 22? Is it last year and a half ago? I don't know. But yeah, like last year. Yeah. And just meeting everybody in person and feeling that energy and just seeing how excited everyone is. I mean, man, that's the most amazing thing to me is seeing how people who were first-time collectors have gotten involved with veve, but now they're so excited and passionate about collecting. Now they're collecting physicals. I mean, I met somebody at San Diego Comic-Con. I always remember this. He said, Sean, I'm 50 years old. I've never stepped foot in a comic book store. I've never been to a Comic-Con show, but I'm here now. And I've been to multiple comic stores and I've spent over $100,000 on comic books, physical comic books like Grails. It's all because of veve. Because I am so excited about this industry and this collectible industry. And that's what it's all about. And like for me personally too, I was just involved with comic books, but now I'm buying VHS tapes and that's crazy, man. Yeah, it's exciting, man. That's what it's all about, and it's all started because of you.
I'm sure David's going to make you an offer for those VHS tapes afterwards.
David, I need to tell you about these later. We're releasing a TikTok video on this, but these are the 82 rental copies. I got to tell you about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and was it distributed by Fox back in the day already?
Yeah, so these were from Fox. Yeah, these were actually released before the 82 commercial prints. So the first commercial release, it's the highest selling VHS to date. There's over $100,000, and these ones were released about 6 months before, and you can get them on eBay. Yeah, it's amazing,
man. That's one of my favorite cover artwork. In fact, I got one of these Optimus cards.
Nice.
Yeah, one of the legend artwork. And I mean, it's so good to see we're getting Luke releasing, I think, tomorrow.
So cool.
With the 40-year badge on it. It's quite something.
If everybody catches that 1977 man, I gotta match that guy over there.
Well, wouldn't the 80 what is it, 81?
Yeah.
Be more be more apropos?
Yeah.
It's Return of the Jedi, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So he has his original, his own.
Yeah. So reading the newsletter today, I got the email. So the email marketing's up and running thanks to the team. I noticed the lightsaber Luke is holding is like kind of green, and obviously the one behind the picture is blue. So I'm not sure if the community picked that up as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was some confusion about that.
Yeah,
you can tell who was a fan of the original trilogy versus kind of came into Star Wars later. Because the green one is absolutely the Return of the Jedi colored lightsaber because he crafted it himself. And in fact, it's based on a deleted scene. Like you see in the movie where Vader comments on his green lightsaber, like, you've honed your skills or whatever the actual quote is. But yeah, because obviously he loses the blue one along with his hand in Empire. So the green is the Return of the Jedi lightsaber.
Clean. I like it.
And it's in the Mandalorian too. The Mandalorian hallway scene.
That's right.
That's
The
true.
hallway scene where he comes to get Grogu. Yeah.
So I do have a couple of more people that are going to want to be popping on. So if you guys have shared and are willing to do so, if you wouldn't mind stepping down so we can make a little bit of room, much appreciation. Thank you so much for dropping in and sharing your stories with us. We super appreciate it.
I'll go and step down now. I have to leave in about 20 minutes anyways, but I want to say thank you all so much. It's so good to see all faces and look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yeah, see you, Sean.
San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. Enjoy, Sean. You'll see you, mate.
Bye, guys.
And, I got to do the same as well. I've got to bail out and get some sleep because I got to wake up and do a Twitter space in a couple of hours.
Oh wow!
Good luck.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Again, just a quick shout out to my group, the WebV Collective. Yeah, you'll see us all over Twitter. And also we also do WebV Wednesdays. If anyone's available, please feel free to drop in, say hi. And yeah, pleasure meeting you all. Keep doing what you're doing, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you all in the future.
Likewise. Thank you again.
Nice. Thank you.
Take care.
Oh.
Bam Bam in the house.
What up?
How are you guys?
Hey.
Good, how are you?
I just got
Bam,
home.
Well, welcome.
There you go.
I didn't get to catch the beginning of the video, so I didn't get to see what everybody was saying, but I'm glad to be
We
here.
were saying great things about you.
Oh, of course.
So if you don't mind, I now want to go to Granison and then to my collectibles. And we're just kind of sharing sort of reasons of, why we're here, what we love about the collectibles, maybe a favorite moment, a favorite memory, a favorite drop, your favorite collectible, anything like that you are comfortable sharing.
For sure. I just want to say what's up to everybody, especially David and Dan. Also VV Magic for asking me to show up. I'm doing this right before work. I got my work shirt on.
Alex got slighted.
You what?
I said Alex just got slighted. I saw his face. He's like,
Alex, what up? No, I got into it just I got into it because of Omi, but I've never really been a collector. I buy comic books, but I bought them for the story. Like I liked Spider-Man stories, so I would buy Spider-Man comics or Spawn or whatever. And so VV really got me into it. And my first drop that I freaked out about was I got the ultra rare Avengers #8 when I was in Iceland, and I barely had service. I had to get my friend's hotspot because I didn't buy the international plan. And and I was just freaking out. My friend was like, "Why are you freaking out?" And I was like, I got a thing. And he didn't know what I was talking about. But then I got him into it, and then he was like, "Way to go!" So and then my legend. I think the most epic drop for me was the secret rare Aston Martin.
you got it?
I didn't get one of the 7. I got 400, but I got it on a 48-minute rebound.
Wow. Dedication.
Gotta love that rebound.
Yeah, I had my roommate, and he was watching the counter. He was like, "There's still 69," and I was like, "Then I can do it. Then I can do it." So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
saying the quiet part out loud.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for doing this. I'm here to stay because I want to see how much doper VV is going to be than my imagination, and I can imagine some cool stuff. So I have a lot of props to you guys, to everybody, to Alex, to Dan, to the community. I'm one half of VV Bros, and everybody's just been so welcoming and cool. So I'm here to stay for the collectibles, for the future, and for the community. So thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's always such an inspiring story, and it's something that Dave and I get all the time, especially when we go to the in-person events where somebody might have, maybe they just read comics, or maybe they, collected from the age of like 5 till 12, and then life happened. And veve, I think, just due to its digital nature, makes it so much easier for people to get in and collect. Like, for example, you could be in Iceland on somebody's hotspot and still manage to get a drop, whereas in the physical world, you have to like really hunt. And trust me, I'll follow David down some dark alleys to get some random collectibles. And it's a lot safer. It's a lot safer in the digital space. And it's always just so encouraging that, so many people love collecting, but maybe they haven't had the opportunity to be introduced to it. So it's great. I always just love to hear that story. So yeah, thanks for everything you've done for the community, and and sticking around.
And now I get to say that you led me through the first veve-verse demo, because I had put the goggles on when I kept hearing somebody in my ear being like, "Hey, how do you like it? What do you go check that out? Oh man, you discovered that." And I lifted up, and it's Dan, and he's like, "What'd you think?" And I was like, "Nice to meet you, and also this is dope."
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to seeing more and more of, as we mentioned in the community update video, more and more of the veve starting to trickle out. I know Dan has been working on pulling some videos. We a few of us on the team kind of went into the experience last week to try to pull some video content, and I'm really excited about starting to see everything trickle out and you see people's reaction to it. Even the demo pieces that we showed in the community update were some of those pieces were new to me, even like some of the kind of diorama scene with the Batman Croc battle statue and the street light and how it actually had light coming down. It was a really amazing little scene there. And I can just imagine what people, once they have time to really dive in and spend some time, what scenes they'll create with all of the collectibles that we have. Because obviously there's, in beta, there's only a little subset of collectibles in that available to us to play with. But looking forward to showing more and more of that as we get closer to the beta release.
I'm glad you brought that up, Alex, because for me, that's one of the things that I find the most exciting, to be able to build these dioramas, these little worlds. We've got so many different superheroes and villains and this and that, and the fact that there's going to be a huge range of props that people can build their own kind of scenes, and then eventually, maybe even parts of those can be animated, so you can have like a whole like interactive diorama. Somebody walks up, they push a button, and a whole scene plays out. It's going to be really fun.
So I wanted to see if I could interrupt briefly. I did mention that there's going to be a lot of giveaways. I have 11 or 12 physical things to give away, but there is also a couple of giveaways happening on David and Dan's end. So I wanted to see if you guys wanted to speak about that briefly.
Yeah. So we've been going back and forward on what will be appropriate for some of the veve OG or collectors community out there, and we with our major traveling going back and forth internationally, Dan managed to find a handful of logos left, which I was very surprised, because I didn't get one myself, so I took one and slipped it into my own pocket. But I still need them to sign that for me. So we are going to give away at the show here today, and I do believe we are giving away one of the gold and silver logo to the community who I think who has the best tag with here to stay moment. So I wasn't sure if you want to share.
Yeah. So did you want to talk about the other one briefly? I think that person is now on stream, so maybe recognizing that would be okay.
Yeah.
He's in the audience. He's not on camera with us.
Well, well, veve Magic, I'll let you present that one, because it's you put this whole beautiful show together for us. So
Okay, so I have been talking with Dan and David in the background, obviously, to get them on the show, but also about this movement and all the great traction that has been made and the community sentiment and how wonderful our entire community is. But I feel that, and I think Dan and David agree, that this movement may have not ever started without being initiated by Mr. Champ. So I think we can all agree that he is very deserving of a VV logo for just really making a huge turnaround for this community in a beautiful, beautiful way. Not that everybody was in a bad state, but we were sort of just quiet, right? And it was time for somebody to liven us up a bit and get some positive noise going. So congratulations, super well deserving. I don't know if you two want to say anything else in addition to that.
Yeah, just want to, once again, send out my gratitude to Champ for holding this community together and voice your positive energy. And, I was very surprised, the movement and how many community members came to support it. It is a very important moment for us. Obviously, we are in Series 5. And I have to say, putting on such a packed, collectible drop week on week, and I think, this season we almost some of the days throughout Christmas, especially in December, we have drops every day, and we obviously understand the community out there could be overexhausted, as well as the team members behind it to roll this out. So, yeah, thanks again, Champ. Amazing. And I'll let Dan say a few words as well.
And he's here. He sees you guys.
Yep.
Oh,
no, really, just to reiterate what I said before, really appreciate the effort. And as BB Magic said, it was almost perfect timing, right before the catalyst of, MCP being rolled out and the Gauntlet and Star Wars, etc. And I do look forward to working with you and some of the others, on how we can kind of keep this rolling. So looking forward to catching up with you, and then maybe early next week.
Absolutely, yeah.
And is it corny to say, "Champ, you're a champ"? I guess.
Corny.
I did the same thing. I made a video announcing that I was going to do this, and I started to say "championed by Mr. Champ." I'm like, oh my god, I can't do that.
I think the general rule of thumb is if you have to ask if something's corny, then.
So, and the other thing I want to point out about this is, Champ's been around. I've met him at 2 events. But he's not a YouTuber. He's not, a super, pronounced person in the community. He lays pretty low, and he made this massive impact. And so I just think that is such a beautiful reminder how we all have a really valuable and important voice, and we all can make a difference and make a change. And sorry, I'm like on a soapbox, but I just, it made me think about that this was one person that created a movement. And we all can do that, and we can all play a very important role. So don't ever feel like, your voice doesn't matter, because it does.
I think it's an important point to make, Magic, and sorry for whoever I stepped on, but look, it's the absolute basis of collectors at heart, right? I mean, we are all here because for one reason or another, we've found love with collecting, whether it's starting with VV or as a continuation of our physical collections as part of VV. And, not everybody needs to have a platform to have an impact, because at the end of the day, we're here having fun. We're dealing in digital collectibles and comics and all the stuff that we love that touches on, the core of our nostalgia and our childhoods and everything like that. So for people to believe in that vision and in the brand mission statement, I think is super important, and that we don't, we see the forest for the trees, right? And we don't let these waves of, bad sentiment kind of influence how we feel about our own mission and why we're here in the first place. So I appreciate you, Mr. Champ, for having that impact, and everybody here who continues to really rock with us in that way.
Absolutely. I want to say hi to, is it Dog Boy? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dogboy and Rita.
And Rita, I've met you guys. Welcome and happy to have you here. While we're still on the topic and on the logo, there was one additional that David and Dan were gracious enough to allow as a giveaway for this event. And I was trying to find the best way to do that because these are very valuable or sought after items to a lot of people. This is the ultimate collector at heart sort of collectible. If you notice, Chad and I both did teamwork on this, and we're very well connected with the community. We know so many of you guys, either through meeting you or interactions on the internet, through DMs and all that. And Chad put out a question to the community asking for, the most positive and consistent people in the community. And I want you all to know that we took this extremely seriously and put a lot of thought and time and effort into trying to find somebody. And if it were up to me, everybody would have one, because there's so many amazing people. I mean, there was dozens of people in these comments. I think, Chad, you had probably, 80, 90 comments on this?
Yeah, it was a big one. Lots of comments. I mean, probably hundreds of tags, probably half 1,000, so 500 plus tags of different, positive members. And I've been, lucky to have been here for the last 2 years, where I could really see, not only who's been putting out, positive content in the good times, but also, when the chips are down a little bit as well, and people that are, just consistent. And we felt as though there was somebody that really kind of shined through, that was doing it out of pure passion, that wasn't really looking to, gain followers or, to do this for a certain thing. They were really, really just into, veve and the NFTs and the augmented reality function, posting every day different NFTs and augmented reality, which looked, pretty incredible.
Telling stories with them.
Yeah, just so much, right? And I think it just came from a place where they really weren't looking to get noticed. And that's the person that we wanted to notice, is that they were really just doing it out of a passion for collecting and really staying true to the, hashtag collector at heart movement and the here to stay movement that Mr. Champ, put out. And so, Magic, would you like me to announce that person then?
Go for it.
So this person is Ed. Twitter handle Ed FEEHLY. Ed, you're probably not watching this right now. Maybe you are.
You might be. You never know.
But yeah, so and I don't believe that Ed has a logo, but we'll see. But I just know he's a passionate collector, and he's a lot of fun too. He does some really funny memes and just keeps everybody engaged. So a massive congratulations to you, and a sincere appreciation to the veve team, and especially having David, Dan, and Alex here representing, and to give away something like that. I think means a lot, not only to us but to the entire community. So thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ed. He's a big Star Wars fan too, so I know he's excited.
Oh, what a perfect present then! Like right before Star Wars Day. But the thing that so we talked about all these different people and talked about all the things that how they add value to the community. What made Ed stand apart for us is he comments on almost everything. He basically markets on his own within and outside of the community. He'll go post on other things and let people know. And there's a lot of people that do that. So I don't want to take anything away from anybody else, but the standout thing that made him kind of rise to the top was that AR, you can expect AR from him almost every single day. And he is in that app creating, telling stories, and loving it, and loving what he does, and doing it out of passion. So that's why we felt he was extremely deserving, as are all the other people that are spreading love. But that was the reasoning for that choice.
Congratulations, Ed. I love him.
Thank you, Ed. Yeah, I do see his posts almost on a daily basis, so it's pretty amazing.
And he even got it, though he trolls me constantly. Damn,
Chucky.
Yeah. Yes.
So he knows there's no hard feelings. It's all play.
I think even on one of my photos at a toy shop I was at, there was two.
Yes,
boxes, and he trolled that. He took that and then trolled you on that. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, places to avoid. Got it. Check. But perfect timing. I was actually going to go to you, my collectibles, to share a little bit of your passion and story and here to stay.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, this is like pretty much it. I mean, this is the reasons. I mean, look at this. This is amazing, right? Thanks you guys for setting this up. And Dan and David, thanks for like creating this app, giving us this place, you know. And Alex, I mean, you're just doing amazing work, obviously. I used to own a toy shop and it closed. I had to close it for all sorts of reasons right before I found Veve, right? And so I had a community there. I had people coming in, I had customers, and I had like a bit of a little collector family there in my town. And it was great. It was a dream of mine to have that shop, you know, and I did that for about 5 or 6 years. And then, you know, COVID and different things in my neighborhood with different like, you know, crime and just social issues kind of made it so I couldn't really operate it anymore. And so I went back, you know, and did it from home as well. And then right after that, it's just ironic how like the world works. You know, a good friend of mine who is into crypto and everything and knew I was all into comics and stuff. He asked me if I'd seen the comic books on Veve, and this is like September of 2021, and I hadn't seen them yet. I wasn't really in the space yet, but I was looking, you know. And then I was like, no. So then I downloaded the app, you know, and I saw the comics, and I was just like, what is going on, right? And then I saw Spider-Man himself, like the collectible, right? And my first comic book that I went for was the Ben Reilly Web of Spider-Man comic, and I landed that, and that was all like mid to late October, and it all just clicked, you know. And so right after I had that big community in my store, my little sort not big community, but little community there, which now I was separated from because, you know, we hadn't even gone through, you know, all like COVID was just in the midst of things. I was really separated. Then the Veve thing comes along, and suddenly I'm like able to meet all these people online. And my first ever video wasn't even to be a YouTuber about Veve or anything. I just made a video about Spider-Man because I just wanted to talk to somebody about it. Because like this is Spider-Man, like his first appearance, right? I knew what that meant. And so I just made a video about it, and I was watching Chad, you know, I was watching you, and I was watching everybody else, and it was just like so cool. And then people watched my video, and like I was really embarrassed about it, and my kids too, because they're all over YouTube, right? And they were like, I was like, you know, I was worried they were going to be like, Dad, what are you doing, right? But they're like, no, this is cool. So I kept doing it, and then the golden moments came, and my greatest moment ever on Veve for a drop was landing R2 and C3PO on the drop on one phone, like C3PO first, and then R2 as a rebound, like 20 something minutes later. I mean, I was just like over the moon because, you know, Star Wars, right? And after that, it was just on. And then, of course, my next biggest moment for sure would have to be like when Alex just kicked the crap out of me in August last year with Amazing Fantasy. I still can't believe you did that to me. That was just so awesome. And that was just something I'll never forget, man. So I so much appreciated that you did that. But my reason to be here is just, you know, it's just given me another place, and it's given everybody another place to just expand your fandom and keep it going. You know, I got my collectible store, my collectible background and everything, but now I'm actually more involved in collecting than I ever have been in my whole life. And it's because of the app you guys created and the platform that has been built into it and all the people that are into it. Now I'm living my wildest dream in terms of like collecting ever than I ever had in my life. And this is really funny because my store closed, and only a few months later I found Veve. It's just crazy how the world works. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody who's still here too. I'm going nowhere. It's too fun. I mean, this is just fun, right? So thank you guys again. Anyway, I'm talking too much.
Thank you, my collectibles. Yeah, I you know, I share similar value and understand how you went through. Obviously, I still do own a small chain of game shop up in Asia and here down under in New Zealand. And during that COVID period, definitely was very, very tough. You know, and you know, it was really great to see that Veve created a new medium for people to click from home through digital. So it was really good to see the amazing uptake of it. And you know, like myself, I'm living the moment every single day. This is almost my dream. I think Dan told me a couple months ago that this must be the highest point in my life as a collector, because not just able to roll out all these first appearance, the comics, to bring them around, to share them, I also managed to meet some of the best comic artists that I used to line up at Comic-Con for hours, if not for days, just to get their signature, to chase them down. And now, I have direct access to a lot of these artists and, illustrators out there, and talking to them in Zoom, sharing that idea. What do we bring out? And even yesterday, I was talking to Dan about the Scotty Young one-of-one artwork on that Spider-Man cover. It's just so funny, and I think one of us are going to go for one of the blind auction on that one.
I've already put my bid in, Dave. So you get a kick out.
Yeah.
Oh, boys.
So
David, do you start your day by going into your warehouse and just taking it all in and taking a deep breath and looking around, doing a 360, and then be like, wow, I still have a whole garage full of stuff at Alex's house. In addition to this.
Alex, I need to tell you, I need your home address because I won some bit on Heritage Auction last night.
Actually, Dave, I've got it. I'll send it over to you.
I have a feeling you're going to be reaching out to me this weekend too for the 3D Retro next 3D Retro warehouse sale.
Yeah, definitely. So I do need to ship that Heritage Auction stuff away.
Okay.
I would have got a lot more if I stay up till 4 a.m. to continue to bid the incrementals. But yeah, I just love it. No, I managed to go. I can't say who because the artist might be coming onto veve, so I thought I might grab some of the grails early, the physical pieces, so I can display them in the back when he comes on. I do try to spend 40 minutes every night, after work, and just going through not just social media, but throughout the web, who's the next hottest artist, what they're doing, what they're trending, and just to really understand, how we'll fit into our community. I mean, last week it was Patrick Hughes. I mean, this guy, this legend is over 80 years old. He's waiting for his work to be released on veve, especially the Series 2. I think we announced it in DCon London. Unfortunately, we only managed to fit him. Just shows you how much content we got coming out. But seeing some really cool AR posts, Alex, on social. So I think that competition is running, finishing tomorrow.
Friday noon PT. So
yeah. So keep those.
We've seen some pretty good entries so far. So I'm excited to to have you look at the finalists and pick a winner. Because that is a key piece for sure, and I'm really happy that we got to meet him at DCon London, and for all the people that we met out there. Obviously, shout out! I see Bob Sales in the comments there, so shout out Bob Sales, who got a tattoo even. So a positive voice in the community for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to step down so you guys can invite more people up because I know Magic, you got more, but big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for doing this, and yeah, man. It's what it's all about.
Hey, Aaron, keep up the good work, man. You're a lot of fun to watch. Yeah. I know my wife and I enjoy watching your videos, when they come up on my YouTube algorithm on the TV. So, always a good, positive force in the community, and you can tell you're into this stuff, man. And so I geek out on Star Wars with you whenever you're fired up about something. So I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, and Luke's coming tomorrow. It's Luke.
It is. Hold on, it's a representation of Luke. To be clear,
it's Luke. It's Luke. Right. Take care, guys. I'll be watching.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thanks, mate.
Very fun. Okay, so I do have somebody that's going to pop on soon. Let's see. Who was Fan Bam? You were next, correct?
Okay.
Go for it.
I think so, yeah. Well, first of all, it's just great to be here. I don't think I've ever been on stream with Dan before. And no, I think I've been on with Metaverse Life. I haven't been on with you either. Everybody else I've been on with before. But thanks for having me on here. Just wanted to say thank you for putting this all together. This is really cool. Well, first, I guess we're just going through our story, how we got here, why we're here.
Whatever you'd like to share.
Well, okay. Yeah, I joined in March of 21. Right away, I was addicted. March 9th. And I think it was when I first got that. I got a pepperino in the store still. Because I was just like, oh, let me see what this is about. You know, that was my first collectible I bought. And then I put it in AR with my son. And when I put it in AR, that was it. Like, I was like, oh, this is so cool. Like, this is like, you know, so we took a lot of pictures. And after that, I started buying, you know, Batman, things like that. And then, you know, there's just been the whole journey along the way. And no matter what's going on, I do see the long-term goal. And all the stuff in between has just been like, I mean, everything else is just, for me, like I was telling Alex earlier in Spaces, like I feel like there's so many drops that I love that I'm just like, oh my God, it's like Christmas. I keep like the gauntlet right now. To me again, it's like, oh my God, it's like Christmas again. Going to decon, it's like Christmas. It's so much fun meeting all the people, just being able to hang out with you guys. Like, and there's people here where I live that I never would have met. And I've met them in real life, like at decons, other things, where now we're hanging out here. Like we go and have little get-togethers. I'll probably go do one again this Friday. And just the whole combination, like I've never been a collector before, ever. If you told me I was collecting comic books, like just the digital collectibles itself, I would have been like, yeah, whatever. But now I have actual comic books too. And I never would have had comic books. And now I'm getting like, what is it? Peach Momoko. I have some Peach Momoko. I've got Scotty Young. I've got like all these different ones that there's no way I would have, if anybody told me that I would be doing this right now. I've got shelves here with just all kinds of just physical items along with the comic books. I have like, I don't even have room for everything. I'm going to have to adjust my shelves back here because I want to put more in the background whenever I'm on videos. Like, and I mean, I know I've talked to all you guys before and just like how much you all have done for the community and just how excited we are to be here and just to, you know, just from creating this little app, just the whole collector thing it's created an entirely different movement other than just collecting. And I really, really love it.
That's awesome. And, you know, shout out to FanBam also at the Decon for kind of spearheading those beautiful plaques, you know, for those Lifetime Achievement Awards. But no, it was really, you know, it's humbling, you know, when we do what we do because out of, you know, we're trying to build a business, but then we realize that, you know, we've touched some people, which is, you know, that is really awesome in a way that like has inspired a new way of collecting. So I think that's awesome. It's the heart of what we do, obviously, no pun intended, but it is really cool to see how some people have really kind of migrated towards that. And also shout out to Magic for blocking me in the comments. That was the real me. Thank you.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was Chad.
I'm on standby, Alex. All right, listen.
I was like answering Clarissa, and I was seeing Alex has been blocked. I'm like, what the? I know
I've had too many. Listen, I've had 2 years or a year of fake Alexes trolling me. And I got DMs. I've got, you know, people commenting on my channel, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of these fake Alexes, so I can't decipher who's the real one anymore. And I figured since you're here in person or virtually with us, it can't also be you commenting. But here we are.
I'm looking at the comments. Come on now.
He's multitasking.
Yeah, because I was blocked, somebody was suggesting we do an event in Mexico, and I was like, yes, please, come on, David Yu, let's make it happen. The Mexico City Comic-Con, or the Mexico Comic-Con, is called La Mole, which is what they call Thing from Fantastic Four in Spanish. Fun fact.
That's pretty hilarious. All right. Next, let's go to, and FanBam, no rush because nobody's waiting at the moment, but if you don't mind dropping off relatively soon to allow others on stage. Thank you again for sharing and coming by. Let's go to Dog Boy and Rita Baby. Hey guys.
Before I go, I do know, Dan, you're still getting your replacement. I haven't forgotten.
I was going to ask, but I thought I was.
Remember, you said you're going to block my account until I got it, and then I can't get my account.
Yeah. Oh, well, I better get onto that.
It's
But
nice.
just before you go, Bam Bam, yeah, I also just wanted to say, yeah, thank you for everything you do in the community. You know, I mean that whole night that Alex organized after Decon, you know, going up on stage with the awards, yeah, it was so amazing. So I really appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. I was so nervous, but I did it because we wanted to appreciate you guys before everything, you know, went more crazy, and maybe we weren't going to be able to be around you as much. So that's it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Fan Bam. I couriered Al's award to him, and you know, on UPS in LA at the hotel, and I think he got it next day. He rang me straight away. He goes, how come I'm getting an award? So I had to explain to him. He was thrilled. So thank you.
Oh, awesome.
So, hello everybody.
Hey guys.
Good to see everyone. Wow.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, really.
Love the t-shirt.
Alex has his twin back.
Yeah, I want to thank Veve Magic. Veve Magic for having us on. There's one picture where we look like twins, all right? There's one picture.
I'll post it later, I promise.
I want to thank Veve Magic for having us on because, you know, we're not big influencers, but, you know, we feel that we're pretty active in the community and, you know, just kind of wanted to share, you know, how we got here and our journey. You know, going into 2021, you know, out of COVID, we were looking for investment opportunities, got into crypto at probably the worst time of all. Discovered Veve by accident. And, you know, I didn't officially join until June, but I was on there in March and I just kept looking. I'm like, man, I really like this stuff. But, and I'm a huge Todd fan, obviously. I got Todd shirt on. Oh, there it is.
Nice.
And I think at the time they were a couple $100. I'm like, I don't know. It's just a JPEG. And I didn't know anything about AR or anything like that. And I consulted a friend of mine who's a collector, and he said, man, that stuff's really cool. So I finally took the plunge and started lightly collecting. The wife here kind of got interested in what I was doing and spending all of our money on and jumped in with both feet. And, you know, we collected for about a year, and I think we loved Veve then. We really did. I think last summer when you guys were at Comic-Con in Anaheim, or not Anaheim, down San Diego, we spent like 2 whole days like living vicariously through Randy Chavez when he was doing his live stream there. And we just looked at each other and we're like, we need to do that. So we packed our bags and we went to Anaheim, and that's when we decided we're in love with Veve. The community, the first night we were there, just meeting like people we see on video, so inviting and welcoming. We just had absolutely the perfect vacation. It was absolutely perfect meeting Dan, Dave, Alex, Reese, giving them those lovely shirts, getting a shout out on one of the streams. You know, we're in it hook, line, and sinker. We're not going anywhere. We love our collectible. I mean, try to pry the Todd out of her hands. You know, they have that meme where the husband's kicking the wife off the hill and saying, yeah, you can't have my Todd. That's kind of how we are. And it became a competition between the two of us a bit. You know, we're both diamond ones right now, and I'm a little bit closer, I think. So, you know, we're going to be fighting that one out, I think, for a bit. So you not only made it fun, but the community is it was totally beyond our expectations. We weren't expecting anything like that. And I'll let her talk a little because I got a big mouth. So she probably wants to say a few things and we'll get off.
Well, no, for me, the community is like the biggest part. I can't believe that a team is so into what their collectors or people are into. Like, it's just so amazing to me. And so now I get like the whole collectors at heart. Like, that's really how I feel. And it did take him a little nudging to get me on board. It took me a couple more months. But this past birthday, and my proud collectible is now my Todd, which you won't be able to see the shirt. But my husband did get me a shirt in honor of getting my Todd because I had to have one. So, but yeah, you guys are just all so awesome and great. And it's just so lovely to see everybody and to be a part of this. Really, really is.
And I will say, Tina and Rudy, you're the first people we've seen in there. So thank you for setting that up in Anaheim. Second person I seen was Chavez. And I think we met everybody on this stream right now, I'm pretty sure, in Anaheim. So
it was a pleasure meeting you guys. You're super fun.
I love this super chat on screen right now. I was just telling the story in the Gauntlet AMA.
Happy's exactly right.
That I had kind of cleared all of my collectibles and stuff out of like common living room areas and spaces before I got married, just because
No, that's
didn't know if that was
room for David's stuff.
Right. Well, no, that's in the garage. But now that I've got my wife into VV to a degree. She still kind of sticks to comics. She loves comics. But now physical collecting now I have a shelf in the living room with all of our collectibles, our joint collectibles, which is awesome. And I don't think that would have happened without VV. So shout out to all us collectors or becoming collectors at heart at the end of the day. So good stuff.
Well, thank you so much, Vivi, for having us on here. We love you, Vivi Magic. We love you, everybody in our whole entire community.
Thank you. Feeling mutual, guys.
Dan and Alex again.
Yeah, hopefully we do. Maybe got an event coming up here, soon, and then we'll probably try to get the decon again. So I think that's been kind of the main, the flagship event, I guess, for where most people can get to, because I know Comic-Con gets a little tough. Both San Diego and then New York obviously is far for a lot of people.
Anaheim's on our anniversary this year, so you got to do that one. Are we making plans?
Oh, that's right. It's a little later this year. It's in December, right? Mid-December? Yes. Okay. Gotcha. And then, Rudy and Tina was also, I got to meet them briefly at DCon last year. And then, great job on Chad's stream. What was that, a week or two ago? That was just a lovely video that I really enjoyed. So shout out to you guys. Oh, just adorable.
I'm so jealous of their relationship. I was like, I want my wife to start collecting like Tina, and I want to be sharing these experiences. So
careful what you wish for. There's been some pretty knockout. I get a drop and she don't. Yeah, it's bad.
Vice versa. It keeps the love alive, right?
I've had, when we can transfer collectibles, I had to transfer several because I got one and she didn't. So happy wife is a happy life.
Smart man.
I didn't really share it publicly, but I did send David and Dan a couple of pictures from my wedding where we were taking photos from for the photographer, and I said, okay, can you hold a second, can you use this phone? And I framed it up, and we got to pose next to Todd and my animated Steamboat Willie as part of the official wedding album. So yes, couples who collect together.
That was good.
Thank you all very much.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Roth, you were next, I believe, right? Just ahead of Michael?
I'm hanging.
Okay.
I don't know, whatever.
Oh my god, the
shirts. Great shirt.
Nice.
You too.
Oh my God.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, Roth, if you want to go next, I do want to at some point here insert. I've got so many giveaways to go through, and they're going to be very easy, but I do want to do that at some point. But Roth, go ahead, dude.
Yeah, hey guys. I got involved in VV back in April of 21, thanks to Sean from Comics and Crypto, who wouldn't stop pestering me about it. And I'm very glad that I did. And I mean, honestly, I just get a lot of joy out of the people and being able to tell fun stories with the collectibles. It has been an incredible journey, definitely. I think what really got me involved in VV was Back to the Future. It is my favorite movie of all time. I watch it at least twice a year. And I think being able to create stuff with those AR collectibles has been fun. Also, it's been great getting to meet everybody in person. The staff is not only very warm and welcoming, but fun to hang out with at all these events. And so, oh yeah, my collectibles, totally. It was so much fun. I think one of the coolest things thus far has been able to also go on a road trip recently and meet so many incredible people from the veve family. And shout out to everybody I got to see in LA, San Diego, Vegas, Breckenridge, and Vancouver, and Seattle. You guys were all awesome.
Have we talked about in depth at all, like in terms of what you were not actually doing, but part of what you were doing while you were on that road trip?
Not really.
But
offline,
I mean, might as well. Look, David, Dan, myself, everybody here at veve, we're big fans of your work, especially with your videos, the VV 500. Those are some of the most enjoyable experiences that we've had looking at, community created content. You're obviously a talented dude and a filmmaker in your own right. And so when you brought up the idea to me about doing this road trip and meeting up with vevefam, I thought, wow, this is a perfect timing for you to really kind of go out and help tell this collectors at heart story about like what makes you a collector. How did you get into collecting? Did you get into collecting because of veve? So anybody who had the chance to meet up with Roth Metaverse Life while he was out on the road, he was gathering content for us to eventually start to kind of put together as part of an ongoing series of videos and social content. It's really going to just help tell the story as we start to kind of expand our marketing efforts across the board. So for all of you who happen to make it into one of those videos, we hope to see you on our social channels and beyond soon. And I'm really looking forward to kind of putting that together with you because you're very talented, and B, I think it's a story that like kind of still needs to be told. We have the branding, right? We're having this stream, but we really want to continue to weave that through everything we do, and really kind of get to the heart of the matter, which is this is a lot of fun. We're having fun here. We're collecting stuff that we love. We love Batman. We love Spider-Man. We love comics. I mean, Luke Skywalker is coming to veve tomorrow. Like, I remember seeing as a very small child, I'm going to date myself here, seeing Return of the Jedi in the theater, and it blew my mind, right? And so to have that make its way to the platform and it start to kind of tell the stories that why we get fired up about this stuff is why I'm really looking forward to continuing to put this kind of content out across the board. So thank you, Rob.
No, thank you. And honestly, everybody I met along the way was super amazing and welcoming. And it was like meeting old friends the whole time. Like everybody was just like, oh yeah, I thought, we do some of these group events. It might take a while for people to warm up. Not the case. Everybody was just so open to just hanging out and talking. It was great. So I'm excited to show what we've been putting together. I've been working on it for the past month and it's coming along great. And I'm excited to first show the veve team so they know what they're getting.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Rob, for your great effort. I spend a lot of time in my early morning when he sends me some of the content he's making. Just absolutely amazing. So much time. I think a lot of people forget how much time it actually goes into getting the script together and put it together and editing. It will take him, some of the video will be multiple months. So thank you so much. And yeah, I think a lot of people who's not into veve, when they see your video, they go, how do you put these together? How did you get these content? So yeah, thanks for everything you've done. And I'm pretty sure a lot of new fans who picked up veve is because your effort of making these videos out there. And really looking forward to see the one-on-one interviews that you've done with the fans out there. It's going to be fantastic to see. Thank you again.
Yeah, it's a solid point too. Just noticing that or realizing that it's like hanging out with old friends, because I think we talk to each other on Twitter. We've been in Twitter Spaces almost nonstop for 2 years now, and it has really become a pretty fairly tight knit group of people in this community. And so I think the stronger we can make that core, as we start to expand and get more people on, they're new to the family, I think that it's going to be ultimately a positive experience for everybody. And I saw Magic or Chad, you brought up a OBL comment on the screen, and just want to shout out OBL, who kind of was like one of the first ever to do Twitter Spaces and was one of the first OGs who was really kind of a community rally person. And also congratulations to OBL and her new and upcoming family. She's gonna be a mom to be. Very excited to get that news that she shared with everybody a couple weeks ago. But yeah, obviously there's a few key people who have really kind of been carrying the torch for veve from the very early days. Like I mentioned to Chad, that like he was some of the first people that I watched on YouTube to even get to know the company from coming into it, right? So I really just I'm looking forward to continuing to stay as a tight knit fam, and then continuing to build from here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Ross. Hopefully I can make it into the next veve 500. I was a little bit.
You were sorely missed, Dan. You were sorely missed.
It was a very strange time, but yeah, really appreciate it. Really looking forward to the videos as well. But yeah, you along with many others is such a positive influence on the community. I don't think I've ever seen you have a sad face. It's always happy go lucky, very positive. So real treasure in the community.
Oh, you don't see me right after I miss a drop.
Feel free to send me a selfie.
There you go. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
I want to be respectful of time for everybody. Dan, David, how are you guys doing?
Yeah,
I got 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've got a meeting very soon. Got to keep feeding the veve beast. So thank you so much for organizing this, veve Magic, and everyone else. Really appreciate it, and great to see everyone from the community. Looking forward to seeing the response.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm really admiring Michael Campa's background here. I know I've seen him on Twitter for ages, but man, look at that background. He's got some good stuff there.
Beautiful.
I see a blue Todd. I see some comics on the walls. Nice.
Yeah, those walls used to be empty before veve, so.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Love it.
See you later, guys.
Take care.
Thanks, Dan. Take care, Dan. Good to see you. Great, now that guy's gone.
Yeah, maybe now you can unblock me, Chad.
I know. I feel so bad. Like I said, I've got PTSD, Alex, from just so many fake Alexes in the past. So.
Well, let's go to Michael, since we were just talking about your background, which is extremely impressive. Thank you for coming on stream and being willing to share some of your veve story with us.
Yeah, I have been in Chat channel and Superstar Money channel. I have told the story before. I'm from Cuba. When I moved in here, I had to leave all my collectibles that I grew up collecting when I was a kid, and I for 13 years I wasn't collecting. I moved on. I was like, I can do this again, and then I got into veve through crypto, and then on April, and then it took me all the way until the drop of the golden moments with Homer. I learned English watching The Simpsons, so it was very personal for me to get that drop, and then I went for it. And after collecting that first Homer, like, man, everything keep piling up, and now I'm looking for space to put shelves around and put more comics and Funkos and all kinds of stuff. So veve definitely turned me back into that passion that I had as a kid of collecting. So yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. That it's great to see. Collecting brought you to the community and allow you to communicate with other fans around the world. We often hear people start from somewhere and ended up with physical, but looks like you went beyond that. So yeah, really, really good to see. A huge collection of slab comics you got in the back. Which one's your favorite, physical piece and digital piece?
So I, for some reason, really like the Gwen Stacy, the Spider-Gwen, her first appearance. I really like that comic, and I have it signed. So I really like that one. Of course, the 300, but it's not shown in there. But my favorite comic is El Zorro. Is 4-color 229, I believe it is. It's the first appearance of El Zorro. It's our superhero for the Hispanics. So I really like that comic, and I think that it's only in the world like 17 or 18 graded. So I have one of those in a special case. So yeah, that's my favorite comic right there. And I know I feel like it's gonna be coming to BB soon, so that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah. What about your favorite Veve digital comic?
Oh, and BB, 252. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Good
yeah,
choice.
It's my profile. Since it dropped, I went after it, and I own one, and it's gonna be my ball forever. So yeah, that's my choice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Yeah, and I'm passing through really quick. I have to jump back to work, but I told BB Magic that I was doing a giveaway, and then she can do that later and send me the information for the winners. But it's gonna be one of each one of these ones, and I still need the third one.
Wow.
So it's being dropped this today or tomorrow. So the winner is gonna get the three ones. And I just noticed that BB Magic added that 3 more are coming, so now I have to go after those two. But yeah, the winner's gonna get the 3 ones.
Those the Disney 100 variants.
He got graded copies.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got them slabbed already. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
So you want all 3 to go to one winner? Is that what you're saying?
You can do it however you want. It's fine. It's your giveaway. But yeah, those 3 are going to
amazing.
Win.
Wow, thank you.
Absolutely.
Solid.
Thanks, Mike.
Sorry for the little bit of wait time, but appreciate your patience and sharing with us. Very cool.
Absolutely. Great seeing you. Great seeing everybody. Thanks.
Well.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks,
Bye.
Mike.
Thank you, Michael.
Take care, man.
Thanks, bye.
Hey, and Sanjay, don't take this personally, but I gotta go here. I got a meeting at 4:30.
That's all right.
I didn't see you and then decided to peace
No
out.
worries, Alex. It's good to see you, man.
Hey, Magic, Chad, Tina, Rudy, Roth, thank you so much, and everybody in the watching. Thank you so much for having me. This is great. You know, obviously, we don't do this very often, and I know we want to get those hard updates on where the product is at. But I feel like these are necessary every once in a while just to kind of remember why we're all here, right? And so I appreciate everybody who remains passionate and know that we are, you know, heads down, day in, day out, just really trying to put out the best product at the end of the day. So I appreciate you. Shout out Jimbo Lee Lingo, and we'll talk to you soon.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks so much, Alex.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Take care.
Later, brother.
All right, David, you still have a few minutes, or do you want to?
Yeah, I got about 3-4 minutes prepared for my next meeting.
Okay.
Hi, Rudy and Tina.
Yeah, we'll let Rudy and Tina speak before you head out.
Yeah, please.
All right.
Hi, guys.
Well, I'd first like to start saying that Tina's birthday's on May 4th, so we're a Star Wars family. And the first thing she wanted to start with her birthday week was we went and saw Return of the Jedi on the big screen last night. Which was pretty cool. So that was
so
great.
awesome. It's like remade too. So it had all the bonus features. Like they added a bunch of cool scenes. They put Anakin in the end. Like it's really cool. It was very, very cool. And our kids saw it in the movie theater for the first time. That was
nice.
So
that is so cool. They did another screening.
Yeah.
at select theaters.
Yeah. So our collecting journey only started a year ago.
Yeah.
And we never really collected much. We are always just in work mode, right? Veve created something in us where we're major collectors now. So when we went to New York Comic Con, we actually had to buy an additional full-size suitcase to bring back everything that we picked up. When we thought we would get maybe a couple of things in a bag, maybe a carry-on, but no, we had to get a full-fledged massive suitcase. So collecting has taken over in our family for sure.
Well, not only that, we got the giant suitcase, and then we also had to like physically carry these giant skateboards, like autographed by some artist that my son and my husband were in love with, like these like this portfolio. We didn't want to let anything like squish or touch or anything. So like we're carrying this around from, you know, New York all the way back to Arizona. And we're like, we can't put this under the seat. We can't put this under the seat. Like we're like crazy people. But it's been really, really, really fun. Like all of it. You know, David, I do want to say, like, we've met a lot of CEOs of companies in the business that we're in, and you're so, like, to meet you in person, you're very, very genuine. You're very humble. Like we were so blown away when Ultraman came up on the Marvel stage, and you were like 6 years old or 8 years old. Like you were in line, you were like ready to go meet them. You were like got the signature. Like you were a young kid at heart, and that especially melted my heart and just showed me how much true blue passion you have for this entire like collectible universe, I guess, physical and digital, and the passion for the company. And then meeting Dan and his wife, she's the most adorable little thing. Like she's so cute, she's fun, she like teaches Olympic swimmers. Like they're like an amazing little duo. It was so amazing, you know, the shots, I've never seen so many shots in one room. All of it. Sanjay put together this amazing rooftop party. Like I truly do encourage anybody who is on the fence about what veve is all about to go to an event. Absolutely, hands down, go to an event. We got to meet veve Magic in real life. Like we got to meet so many of these people that we heard in spaces, we watched on YouTube. It was just this incredible, amazing feeling, and putting, you know, a face to a person, and then they were the same people when we met them. They were like these fun, awesome. It was like a big party. Just really
nice not to get catfished, right?
I know, right? Exactly. So it's been something surreal, and I don't know. We definitely love it. We're having fun with it. I don't know. We are definitely here to stay for sure.
That's the most important thing, right? Is to keep it fun. This is all for fun. So
yeah,
we're having a good time. We're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, thanks, Tina, and happy birthday. Yeah, glad you went to see the movie again. Yeah, I didn't know they added extra features in it, so I might have to spot that out in our local theater here one day. Yeah, thanks, Rudy and Tina. Yeah, very memorable. Obviously, meeting both of you, and you know your generous gift from your travels and the comics. It is very important for us that in the company we are, you know, everyone we hire are in a way a collector, or they're into collecting. And a lot of these YouTube social media video, a lot of our new employee comes on and they go, well, what are they talking about? Hashtag Clockgate. And I say, well, you need to go YouTube and Google that and see what it's about. And then they go, oh my God, it just gets deeper and deeper.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we are a community who loves what we do, and you know what we love, and follow our dream, and the way we click the fandom and everything else. And many times I have talked about is that people into the veve, the community, when you meet one and another, you become, you know, a closer, and you know, a couple of feet in separation, you become best friends. And what we really want is to build friends for life in this community. And certainly both of you are one of those close to our heart, and one of the OG. And I guess only time will tell, you know, on some of these collectibles and some of these fans, where we're going to be ending up in years to come. And I've recently been, obviously, I've seen the Netflix, I just started watching the Netflix documentary on the King of Collectible. And I'm only actually into episode 2. It's actually just another level of craziness, right? And some of the people out there, and how they share their passion. And some of these people spend multiple million just to get one thing, or a whole, and the tens of million to get a collection of certain thing. And and just keep in mind, a lot of these collectors are just starting to come into the veve. They just start setting it up, and then want to be part of it because they understand, there's a new medium of way to collect. We often get contacted by major whales or collectors out there, and we want to really welcome them into this. So it is so important that for them to understand that this community we're in has that heart of collecting. It's not, and a lot of those people, I think I got to an episode preview just to start to watch. One of the collector never saw a single thing, and he's about to sell some stuff. And that's because some of these collectors, they move on to a bigger collection or something even better. With veve, a lot of these collectible that we bought on are very early, and they're the first appearance. And we never intended to go out there. Like Rudy, you had mentioned, you should be collecting for fun. We have never gone out there, tried to see inflated value on the second you buy. The whole idea is for you guys to branch out, diversify, bring interest, bring people closer to the community. And even yesterday, I was in a business lunch function, and they asked me a personal question to go, well, what's so special about veve? And one of the my reply was that when you see these AR photos or image of users posting with their superhero and beloved digital collectibles, and when someone else puts something on and they start a communication going back and forward, when a picture that can deliver communication through just images, it's quite powerful. And that's what veve is about. And that has built this community and so active. So thank you so much. And honestly, so looking forward to see you guys again in either West Coast or the East Coast when we have some live event coming up.
For sure. We're hoping to go to New York for sure. Maybe Decon, but that's also right before Christmas, so I'm not sure. We love Christmas too.
David, did you happen to see their most recent thing they locked away in the vault?
No,
don't give it away. You're talking about the show, right?
Vault? There's a vault? No,
you're three matching. Are you guys want to share that with him?
Sure.
Okay, yes. It's very nerve-wracking. Like I will tell you, there's so many layers of veve. There's the collecting, there's the hunt, there's the strategy, there's the Easter eggs, there's the community. But over the past week or so, we have been working very hard and finally secured the set of Miles Morales, the lowest set, number 46, all three.
Lowest so far, that is.
Lowest so far. There's one other one out there, but they don't have the set. So yeah.
Oh my god. Wow. That's
it is exciting. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm excited because the secret rare, there's only I believe there's only maybe 150 of them in circulation, right? Or 160
exactly
in circulation. So it's very, very, very hard to get the secret rare. Wow.
Mint match the whole set and a low mint at that.
Yeah. Did they just come up? Did they come up in the market over a period of time, or you got them all in 1 week?
It took about 2.5 months to put them together.
Yeah, this has been ongoing.
So I got the secret rare the first week,
yes,
and then slowly started doing it since then. So trying to find everybody and trying to negotiate. So
and some sacrifices, big sacrifices, but it's okay.
Dr. Rolex is waiting for the functionality to make offers. For specific mints to come, then you'll see it pop on your screen.
Yeah. Wow. I think that will be coming out, but I won't say anything. I better leave it to the team.
Don't get yourself in trouble. You're doing so well.
Definitely there's search. We got a lot more features coming out. Yeah, but once again, thank you so much for sharing your story here. And shout out to Sanjay. I know you're coming up, but I do have to get off. I do have another meeting to attend to. But thank you for putting this up.
Magic.
See you, David.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying so long.
Thank you so much. All right.
Thanks, David. Have a good one.
Take care.
Take care, David.
Good night. Bye.
Bye. Sorry, guys. I also have to dip out as well. I have a
No
meeting.
worries.
Sorry.
No, that's great. Thanks.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah.
All right then.
Take care, man.
Sorry.
Was that scary? I was like, what was that?
Before we continue, can I go ahead and do one of the giveaways? Because there's so much to get through.
Yeah.
You guys cool with that? Okay.
Yep.
So I came up with questions. My first one is going to be, I don't know how I'm going to have time to get all this away. Maybe I have to do some of it on Twitter. That I'm going to be thinking of something collectible related to veve. And in the comments, you have to try and guess what it is. Some of these are, more valuable items than others. They're just mainly trinkets, but it's things that I've physically collected and that I own myself and I love. So hope you guys do too. If you are participating, you're going to have to be willing to provide your address, shipping information for me to actually send you the items. So just an FYI. And I'll write down your names, but you'll need to contact me in DM so that I can get you your prizes. So the first one is going to be, hopefully my camera, this is a new camera, so hopefully it works the way it's supposed to, is one of the Disney 100 medallions. And this is one of the Avengers one. Let's see if it works.
Oh, that one's cool.
But it's Groot. Sorry, it's hard to tell. I've got a light on in the back too. So that's a Groot one. And the question is, I'm thinking of a Marvel Mighty. Which one is it? So go ahead and answer in the comments. Chad, maybe help me determine.
Yep. I've got my phone too, because sometimes from the back end, when people put in their comments, it's not necessarily in the right
appreciate
order.
that.
So I'm seeing. So this is the first one here. There's a ton coming in. Okay, I think somebody got it.
Yeah, I see a right answer.
Yeah, let me just make sure. I think it was, if I'm not wrong, Danny DeBull, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Captain America. Danny DeBull, Captain America, man. It was close. The machine came right after, but yeah, Danny DeBull got it. Congrats.
All right, I did get this full set, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. This one is gonna be for Black Panther. Let's see. Or do you think, time allowing, should I give him the whole set of 4 and then do everything else individually? What do you think, Chad? How are you feeling on time?
I think we've got time, as long as everybody in the chat's feeling relaxed and ready to hang out a little bit longer. I don't know, Rudy and Tina, MC1, Mentaholics, that work for you guys?
Yeah, man, I just came, so I'm all right.
Okay, we'll maybe do another 2-3 hours of giveaways, and then we can get back to yeah.
I texted him like, I have to go to the bathroom really bad.
Were we supposed to bring giveaways? I don't know.
No,
No,
so hard to see. There we go.
Yeah.
Black Panther. Come on, camera. Anyways, Black Panther, another coin. I'm thinking of a golden moment. Which one is it?
Oh, they're gonna come in fast here. Ooh, I think it's already been said.
I have a delay on my side.
So from what I'm seeing on my side, it looks like Jilly Bean 33 got it right. They said Elsa.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Or is it, yeah, Jilly Bean 33. Nice.
Find the, make sure I write down the name right. I'm glad you did it on your phone. I had that issue with a giveaway where the timing wasn't correct. That's why giveaways are super hard on here.
Yeah, it is tough.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. It's with a Y. Congrats. The next one is going to be Captain America. Again, this is, I should just turn my light off in the back. Oh, turn. There we go.
Magic,
Got a shield.
try to tilt it down a little bit like this, and then like you'll
The coin, because I can't tilt the camera.
Yeah, kind of tilt the coin a little bit forward.
There we go.
Yeah, there
Oh,
you
that's
go.
better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So Captain America. Question is, I'm thinking of a Murmurcorno. Which one is it?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I try to kind of go through a bunch of different ones.
All this stuff coming at like one time like wildfire.
This is why I needed a co-host.
Yeah. Okay. I think we got a winner here. It's a bingo. It's Dali.
Yep.
Who said Perla?
Perla.
DALI. Nicely done.
All right. I saved probably most of everyone's favorite for last. Let's do this tilt thing again. Spider-Man.
Oh.
These
Nice.
are the Disney 100 medallions that you have to like go on a major hunt around the parks to find them. A lot of work. And the question is, I'm thinking of a Frank Kozik Labbit. Which one is it?
I feel like people might be a little bit out of the loop with the Labbits because there we go. They're coming in now. Oh, this is coming in fast. Okay, wait a sec. I gotta backtrack here. This is too fast for my eyes.
Well, the search function works now, right? So it's really fast.
Yeah, okay. So I think it's Brandon M who said Labicorn. Brandon M, Labicorn. I don't see anybody before him on my feed. So yeah.
All right. Okay.
Congrats.
I still have a bunch more giveaways, but we'll take a break from that and get back into the chat.
Nice.
Congrats, guys. Make sure you please DM me with your information so I can send it to you. Okay, so
Cat, Magic, real quick. I just wanted to thank you guys for doing this, and you're so appreciated in the community.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for mentioning Mr. Champ. That was all him. That started that in the group that I'm involved in. So that was really cool for you to mention that, and give him that credit.
Yeah. 150%.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's so sweet.
Yeah, and another massive congratulations to him on receiving a logo soon.
Yeah.
Well deserved. So I'm very, very happy for him. And yeah, I would not be having this stream if not for him. So he definitely deserves a ton of credit. But yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Sanjay, you were next, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me. Sorry, I had a conflict with another thing, pre-scheduled thing that I couldn't get out of, but really happy. I mean, thank you very much for what you, both of you, Magic and NFT Pirates for doing this for the community. I mean, you guys are just amazing, and tons of giveaway and amazing content too. So love it.
Thanks, buddy.
So
here to
what was
stay?
your
Is
reaction
that kind of the theme here? Here to stay?
Yeah, it's
well, definitely here to stay. Got a lot of stuff. Haven't sold any. Not a whole lot anyway.
The party is another day. Another day.
Yeah. Veve Magic just sent me a link. I didn't know whether we were talking about San Diego Comic-Con party or the New York Comic-Con party. Then I saw here to stay. Hashtag collectors. But this is great. Yeah, I have I got into Veve in August of 21. Came here for MC1, fascinated by it, and it's obviously been a lot of ups and downs in the Veve, on Veve, just with functionality delays and challenges and lots of other things too. But I've had just an amazing amount of conviction. There's just a few things in life I have tremendous conviction on. When I have conviction, I go hard on things that I'm convicted about. This is one of them. A tremendous amount of conviction, great vision, a lot of challenges, in the execution and stuff. But that's coming together now, and just an amazing community. I love this community. So sometimes MC1 stands for Marvel Comics 1. Sometimes MC1 stands for Master of Ceremonies, all the parties. And then, it also stands for Master Collector, but I don't think I'm one of there at least anymore. But, this is great to be here.
And you also, I have to point out, Sanjay is one of the best at getting artists to come to a lot of our in real life events. You were just outstanding with that, like bringing, people like Ron English, bringing people like, who else? There's so many. I feel like there's the Broken Pink.
Yeah.
A lot of amazing talent.
I mean, we have, we're very lucky, right? So if you think about it, through Veve, we buy in, sell collectibles on Veve and things like that. But, Veve has given us access to a number of things, right? So the first thing that we have access to is the team themselves. And they're all, collectors, or they've got deep knowledge, subject matter expertise in something. So there's a lot to learn from David. There's a lot to learn from Alex and Dan and these guys. So there's just tremendous amount of alpha that we get from these guys. And then the other thing is there's two communities. There's a community of us who buy and collect, and there's a community of artists and IPs and stuff. And Vivi's given us tremendous access. And so to me, when I was thinking about, look, how do I get the maximum leverage out of this relationship? I felt like those parties were a great way to connect with both the community and the artists. And I think this is going to grow. And I knew only Ron English coming into it, but I met all the others. Now we're friends. Now they come hang out. And I think that just grows over time. And I think those in-person events are as much about meeting the team as it is about meeting the artists and the rest of the community and stuff too. Thank you for pointing that out.
Of course, yeah. Allison Bamcat was another one. Yeah, she was there.
Oh yeah,
so that was just really cool. Sabette, like that was really.
Oh,
cool.
Jermaine was also there. Jermaine's such a huge comics guy.
Yes, yes. And Lincoln Boards, they were at one of them, not the one we were at. But yeah, it was really awesome, and it's a great way for them to also see the VV community and see all of the collectors of their art.
Look, I think with any one of these things, you have to wait for it to develop and evolve. So with VV, at least when I came in, there was vevefam always, anytime. And thank you. Vevefam, by the way, man, the party, I'm just the name and the face on it. Is my kind of, I'm like the guy who throws the match in. But vevefam, Leslie, and these are the people who actually organized and planned it. I mean, she's the one who got the venue. She's the one who kind of sat and the list and inviting and everything. So big thank you to vevefam and Leslie and stuff for doing that as well. But yeah, with a lot of these things, like VV, you come into it, it's just it's the start, right? But as time develops, the app is developing, the feature functionality is developing, the ecosystem of big IPs is developing, the ecosystem of artists is developing. The community, it feels like it went backwards a little bit with people leaving and stuff. Well, that happens everywhere, right? In any business that you have ups and downs. And my sense is, you stick around, this becomes like an amazing ecosystem. Now you throw in music NFTs and sports NFTs, and you throw in VVverse, and you throw in all this feature functionality. And, these things, every one of these is a catalyst to some kind. And, the good thing is guys like David and Dan and the team, they just keep chipping away at it. They're not looking at just, that big dollar sign or whatever. Then, they're working hard, they're chipping away at it. And, one fine day you'll find that whole dream come together, what that David has. So I'm a believer in that, and I'm here to stay.
Love it. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for coming on. Sorry, it was kind of last minute.
No worries. It's all right.
All right. So we'll do Mentolox. Am I saying that right? I don't want to mispronounce the way you say your
Mentolox, right?
Mentolox. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Mentolox, yeah.
I used to think the same thing.
I know. I'm like, there's so many names. I forget how to pronounce everybody's name.
That's cool.
But thank you for coming on. First time on my channel. Welcome. We talk a lot in the background. We've met, so appreciate it. And if you want to share a little bit, your TikToks and stuff that you put out is amazing. And you also love to tell a story and love seeing all your stuff.
Yeah, funny you say that. I'm actually working on a NFT skit / short film for the Patrick Hughes contest.
Cool.
Yeah, I shot most of it today, so I'm gonna try to edit it after this a video and then put it out tomorrow, because I think the deadline's Friday, so I'm gonna try to get out before the deadline. But I've actually been collecting for my entire life, pretty much, from Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I have model cars at my mom's house, which is in Georgia. I have baseball cards, football cards.
Wow.
And then when NFTs came around, it was just oh, I can collect more, and I don't have to store it anywhere. I just I got some Star Wars stuff behind me, right over here. I just got a bunch of memorabilia stuff. I have a collection video coming out soon too, a physical one. Johnny Dunn actually sparked me to do mine to it, because he has the cards and the VHS tapes and things like that. So, and big big shout out to Sean from Comics and Crypto, who's been helping me as well in the physical space, collecting and picking his brain about certain things. But yeah, I've been collecting my whole life. And then as far as the creation with the videos, that just kind of like merged in with it because of the whole AR feature that we have within veve. Unfortunately, I can't bring in like other NFTs from like different chains to like mix in with veve right now, just because they don't have the tech that they have as far as like the AR functionality. But I feel like in time, like that'll happen. But I'm happy and grateful to create what I can right now and tell the stories I can and make people laugh and make people have a certain feeling. But I'm here to stay. Mentalox is here to stay.
Nice.
My favorite video of Mintalux is the Lamborghini. Like that was so little mini
Yeah.
and
That was
Yeah,
cool.
because pretty much like what I like watching is like the take and delivery of like supercars, like in like real life when people just go buy supercars. So I was like, no one ever made one in like NFT version and like augmented reality. And then that just sparked the idea, and then I just wound up like making it and just putting it out.
yeah, it was like watching a car club, like somebody showing up in real life, vehicle.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, cars been in my family since I was younger, so that's another realm I'm kind of like familiar with and things like that, so I can show off certain angles and stuff. That's fun.
Very nice.
Big shout out to you too, by the way. Before when we met you in
yeah.
New York, took
Yeah,
an
New York Comic Con
with my daughter, and he's
Yeah.
like, "I'll find you.
Yeah.
I'll get you this photo." I'm like, "Okay, we'll see." He actually 2 months later he found me and
Yeah.
sent me the photo, which was so cool for him to do that.
Yeah, you
That was
remember.
awesome.
That was so very special. And it was such a beautiful picture of her with her
Thank you.
physical.
Yeah, she had a paint of Stitch, I believe, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome. Yeah.
that was
Cute.
so cool of you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Man, this is very cool. It's great to see everybody's backgrounds as well. Like all of you guys, yeah. I know you guys. You got some tax. You got some tax thing going on. It's tax season. You don't want to alert the IRS. That's why you got nothing in the background. But I'm gonna say, NFT Pirates. Man, I remember when he first started. It was just a blank wall, and there was this thing and stuff. And we're in phase 1 of this where he's got like a nice microphone and all these things. I think phase 2 is going to be like an intro video with the jet landing. And,
now we're talking, man. That's a nice little $35 million jet. I might have to steal Rudy and Tina's number 46 matching mile set, but
Nah, Chad, you gotta hop out the Lambo.
that's true. That's more realistic now.
Yeah.
Right? That's not as bad. I use Lambo, but we're talking Canadian prices, so I mean that's a little steeper. Like you're, $250 your money now is like probably like 2.3 million mine. It's getting worse every day. So
Vivi Magic always has the cool stuff, man. She's always got the really cool stuff.
I know.
Yeah, she does dope giveaways.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We did talk about redesign, like literally we talked about redesigning certain rooms in our house to create like a veve room, which is going to be super cool. So
didn't?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
Yes, we did. Don't let it fool you.
This is bullshit. No.
No. Like these cool display cases. Then we talked about like when kids come over, because we have a house full of kids every week, right?
Yeah.
They're kind of like, oh, cool, what's that? Click, whatever. So we were like, okay, we would have like double French doors. We'd have it so you could lock it, but then you could see through. And then when we have like, people we want to invite in there, then you could see them. They'd be like mirrored backgrounds and lights.
Tina, let's start with our back wall first. Baby steps.
My game room got full. So then what I did was I started slowly, like, every week I would take one collectible, physical piece, and I go put it downstairs, in the dining room or whatever. Like we've got like all this crystal stuff. So I put like one of the Todds there, put another Todd in the bedroom. And then the mistake I made was I took the FA Deadpool comic 9.8 and I put it in one of the rooms as a display. That one my wife noticed. She's like, no, this doesn't go here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I busted there, but the collectibles, I can move them around.
Yeah, we can't just have them in boxes. That's what I told him. We can't just we have these things now, like the little V logo cards, and we need these things
Yeah.
it helps us remember what we're doing for, you know, how special each and every moment has been.
Yeah.
I love how Rudy's like, I don't remember this conversation.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's how you do it, Tina. You got to catch them while they're busy, and you're like, I told you.
Oh, watch!
You
I'll
weren't listening. I told you.
He'll be at appointments, and he'll just come home, and I'll have the crew here.
What we need to do is to get like Metaverse Live and Comics and Crypto and all these guys get on a plane and go to New Zealand and go film David in his warehouses. You know, just like literally film the whole damn thing there. You know,
I
this
agree.
is this is this. That'd be pretty cool, man. That make an amazing
what?
video.
Sandra, you know what I would love to see is the Netflix original series A Day in David's Shoes.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah,
The launching of or say the past say 2 years of this company. That would be really interesting to watch.
That'd be
I mean, you know, they literally the Netflix one can be this is the king of collectibles, the next one is king of digital collectibles or whatever, right? Or king of whatever, right? So they could do another season with David Yu and these guys on it. They could do both or Fidgetal or whatever, right?
That would really be amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Sorry,
Good
guys.
stuff.
I'm multitasking at the moment.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of people interested in some more giveaways, so let's get back
Ooh.
to that.
Before you start Magic, I got to go. I have an appointment to go to. So I love you guys.
Ditto.
Thanks, Rudy and Tina. You guys are the
Thank you,
best.
guys.
Bye.
That was the best. Can't wait to see you guys again. Are you staying on, Tina?
Maybe like a few. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you're welcome to. I didn't know if you were leaving with them. Cool. All right, are you ready, Chad?
Yeah, let me get this pulled up so I can fly through the comments in the right way.
Good.
All right, let me get in on this. Just want to make sure. Let me just like tune in again. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're good to go.
All right, this is going to be for a platinum moment physical counterpart collectible. I'm trying to do that tilt thing. Miss Minnie Mouse. Identical to our version.
Love it.
The question is, I'm thinking of a Pixar pal on the app. Who or which is it?
Let's see who's the fastest. Okay. I think somebody already got it. Choo Choo. They said Mike. They didn't say the full name, but I feel like Mike is that substantial enough for you, Magic?
We'll give it for Mike.
Okay, so Choo Choo, you won. Congratulations.
Okay. The next one will be Mickey. This tilt thing is making me crazy. All right. The question is, I'm thinking of a Marvel 3D collectible character. Who is it?
Woo. They're coming in. Oh, wow. Somebody was really quick. Crypto Cookie, Black Panther, nailed it. Crypto Cookie, congrats.
Congrats. Again, anybody that is participating and winning, you will have to DM me with your shipping information, please. If you notice, I'm doing these in order, I believe. Maybe Mickey was supposed to be third. I had him in order, but Donald Duck next. Thinking of a Disneyland poster. Which is it?
Ooh.
So question, VV Magic, did you find these at the parks?
Uh-huh.
Oh, awesome. So
Yeah, I bought
there.
3 sets for myself.
Okay. I love it.
And then I bought an
Wow.
extra for a giveaway.
Magic, can somebody win twice, or should I just look for the next person?
What do you think?
I think we could look for the next person, but I'm not seeing anybody else with the right answer. So I feel like I'm
If you haven't yet and it's been this amount, then I would give it to them.
Okay.
So that's who.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be Dali again, which was Rocket to the Moon. And they just put in to the moon, but there was nobody really else within 5 or 6 comments after that put it in. So I think Dally won that one.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, now we're gonna go to the secret rare Dumbo. This question is, I'm thinking, I think maybe should we make spelling count on this?
Yeah, let's
On
do
all?
that. Spelling.
Yeah.
Well, did you spell it right when you sent me that?
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I don't know the spelling on this. So.
Might
Yeah.
possibly give it away, but I'm thinking of a Disney villain digital collectible. Which is it? What's up, Silicon?
Silicon.
What's up, guys? Sorry I missed most of the stream here, but wanted to come and say hi.
Your audio connection's a little fuzzy.
Let me The work on video that. got frozen too. I'll be back.
Okay, sounds good. So nobody's. Oh, somebody got it.
Yep.
Superstar Money got it. It looks like.
Yeah.
But Are we
Congrats.
counting? You got to check out the spelling though, Magic. I think he got it. They got it perfectly, but
Yeah.
go check out the because if not, it's going to be double quill.
Oh no, technically, yeah, technically he did not get it right. Oof! Ouch! Ouch! That got robbed from him.
Yeah. So I think it is
Double quill.
double quill, double quill, double quill. So close though, superstars.
Oh, that had to hurt.
You know what? You did it better than me. I don't even know where I'd start. I'd probably start with like an N. So congrats.
All right,
double quill.
let's keep going. Next is going to be my. I'm also giving away the comics. Unless, should I do this instead of doing these? Should I go ahead and do his version since he's doing the graded?
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't have any questions for his, so I'd have to figure out a different giveaway.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, well, do you want to finish yours first? Then I could think of a question after or something for his.
Let's do his first, just in case we
Okay.
run out of time or I can't manage any
Yeah.
longer.
Cool.
So let's do his because those are amazing, and I want to. There's so many people that have been around this stream for so long, so I want to reward these people. So the first is going to be this comic, but graded, that Michael Campa has graciously offered to give away. So it's the Marvel Disney 100
Wow.
variants Avengers here. So the question is, so this is a huge one in my opinion. You're getting a graded copy, amazing. I'm thinking of a Batman black and white collectible. Which artist and character is it?
Mm.
And do they have to get the spelling of this one right? Because some of those are hard to spell for me, even. Like I know first name, like some first names.
I think we would let it. I think we would let it slide.
Yeah, and I feel like people have already got it right.
Oh, good.
So this is close though. So remember, it was the artist and the actual collectible, right?
Yep.
So let me just go back here. So okay, so Nos Clint says Jim Lee, but didn't say who, and then Ashton Alvarez comes in right after and says Jim Lee Joker. So it looks like Ashton Alvarez took this home.
No.
Yeah.
I think you knew this. You knew this, Nas.
Yeah, congrats, Ashton.
Sorry,
And it's so close. I feel for these other people that are so close, but yeah.
All right. Next one is going to be this cover variant, but a graded copy. And the question is, this one's fun. I'm thinking of a Kripkin. Which one is it?
Ooh. And this is my wife's nickname, which is actually hilarious. Somebody's like Cthulhu. That's definitely not her nickname.
Your wife's nickname.
Yeah, I hope Chupacabra.
And the next time you and your wife show up,
everybody's
gonna call her by that name.
Oh my god. Okay.
And you want her to come into the.
Your wife is gonna kick your ass.
I know. She'll never be able to watch this stream. Okay, so sorry, I got sidetracked, but I'm seeing the comments come in. Does spelling count, Magic? Does spelling count on the Krypton? It does? Okay, yeah. So it looks like if that's the case, so Ramo 141 came in. He said Nessie NSSY, but then Blinky Blink came in right after with the proper spelling, which is Nessie. And I just want to confirm that that's the proper spelling. It is. So it looks like Blinky Blink 1.
That's
I
your
love these
wife's
code
nickname,
names. Blinky
Nessie.
Blink.
So
Blink.
wait, Chad, I want to hear how you use Nessie as a nickname.
You probably
Like,
don't
is-
want to hear, actually, now that I think about it. But I guarantee you it's not Chupacabra. That's all I can say. All right. This is fun.
Oh my gosh. All right. So the last one that's going to be given away by Michael Campa is the Incredible Hulk. You will get a graded version of this comic. And the question is, I am thinking of an Adventure Time character. Which is it?
Any hints?
And Bigfoot
Color?
is a sexy name. I see them all coming in.
Oh, I think it was the Superstars that got this one. Let's confirm. Yeah, Superstar money, baby. They got a victorious comeback. It was
There you
Anakin.
go. What a comeback.
There we go.
Job, guys.
Congrats, guys.
Good job, Superstar team.
Better see that in the background once you get it. Massive shout out to Michael Campa for being gracious enough to donate those physical collectibles. I'm really jealous. But very happy for those that won. I do have one more. And it's kind of cute, but this is a it's a Small World main attraction limited release plush Mickey.
Wow, that is dope.
He's really
pretty good. You're gonna give that away, Magic? I'm surprised. You bought two, right? You bought two.
No, I didn't buy two, but how cute is he?
Oh, someone's
All
gonna
right.
love that.
So here it goes. This one's a hard one. I'm thinking of a Ron English serial killer.
Wow.
Which is it?
Oh, this is getting good. This is getting good. Oh, these are flying in.
It's so funny how so many people went for all the same one.
I know. Ooh. So somebody said sugar diabetic bear first. Does that work for you, Magic?
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay, that's John M. Let me just double check that nobody said it before that I have on my screen here. Yeah, everybody just said Fat Tony and Frank and Fat. Everybody Tony the Tiger. It's a hard one. So yeah, it looks like John. Just make sure. Yeah, John M won sugar diabetic bear.
All right. So once again, guys, if you want something, please send me a DM with your information so that I can get your stuff to you and help organize Michael getting stuff to you. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, are you able to, like, is it going to be really hard for you to look back at some of those comments? Or is it scrolling relatively easy on your phone?
Yeah, oh yeah. I think the big thing to remember too, I just want to say this while we're on the live, is that when I've done these, often people will say, well, on their screen, you know, their comment came before the other person, and then I often feel bad. But this time I literally have two ways to check it, and I'm doing it like live from my phone. So this is what's coming up. And I just want to reiterate that because I just, you know, don't want people thinking that they won when they could have. Maybe, you know, it might be a game of nanoseconds, right? So just keep that in mind, folks. There'll be other opportunities, but if we called you on the stream, you know, you're going to be the person that gets called to and gets the prize. Okay. So just want to reiterate that. Thanks, Magic.
Yeah, thank you. And it's hard. I feel a lot of pressure doing giveaways because I want everyone to be able to win something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just
Veve Magic, you started your next Disney comic collection, have you?
Uh-huh.
This one?
Oh, I don't.
Ooh.
I almost
So-
bought that one.
So Disney has started a new comic run with this with Dynamite is the name of the company, whatever. So they're doing all the villains.
Right.
So there's going to be comics on each of the villains. So you got something more to collect now, Veve Magic.
I know, and I almost bought it. I've got some people that DM me and that have been collecting those, and I almost put it in my order, and I ended up not doing it. But they're really cool. I might go back.
Can I throw a giveaway in the mix here?
If you decide how you're giving it away.
Oh, what? I was going to let you do it. Come on. How about you or Chad? How about you or how about Chad? You just randomly pick a question. So I'm going to let Chad pick the question, but I'm giving away my very first NFT that I made when I was, before I jumped into VV, when I was exploring NFTs and understanding how they worked, and I made a bunch of NFTs based on some original art that I made. So we'll need your ETH address. So Chad, it's on you.
Okay, here we go. And I've got a big one, and it should be the Holy Trinity. So that's the clue. So you have to list the year that each one of these major characters came to be, and are now massive across the world. So you have to list their birth year: Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, in order. Go.
Man, you do hard questions.
Oh, you need Chat GPT for this.
Yeah, ChatGPT 5.
That was a good one, man. That was a good one.
I need Sleeping to verify or somebody here. I could. Okay. All right, Mr. V says 1939, 1940, 1962. If I'm not wrong, I think it's 1938, 1939, 1963. If I'm not wrong, right?
Well, do you have a winner? Or are you just not telling them the answer?
Well, here, let me see. Sleeping's online. I feel like this is gonna get into some serious debate.
That's one of the entries here.
I know. Sleeping, what is it, buddy? Put it in the chat, and then I'm gonna look back to see who actually won. So I'm relying on Sleeping for this because I know for a fact that his numbers are
I love it. Everyone's now putting those exact names. Gonna cash in.
What you just said.
You guys are smart.
Well, put it
I
this
think
way: whoever has the
Spider-Man's
fastest
62
fingers wins. All right, I'm waiting for Sleeping here.
I didn't know you were also an artist, Silicon.
Yes. It's based on an original acrylic art that I made, and it's pretty cool. Again, I didn't market it, so nobody bought it, of course. But now I get to give it away.
That's awesome. Super awesome.
And there's about 80 or so copies, so this will be one of the 80.
Oh, very cool.
Limited edition, original.
Yes.
Hey, Silicon, I used to paint in gouache, so I know how acrylic is.
Oh yeah, and you can see the texture on this acrylic. I made it on Rarible, so it was a lot of fun.
I will post it handy, but I will post what our daughter made for Rudy's birthday, which was so cute. So she's an aspiring artist as well. She's 12, but she she knows how super VV our family is, but she made it hand drew this incredible piece of art for her age to wish her dad happy birthday. It's so cute. I'll post it on Twitter. I'll find it. So
you know what? And you need to make that into an NFT now. Let's go.
I know. I know. I literally got a frame for it. We framed it. Yeah. So I'll take it. I don't know if it'll shoot in the frame. It might be a reflection, but I'll definitely take a picture. It's so cute.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting to get confirmation, but
You see why I had my questions in advance?
Wait,
and dodged
I know.
He's like,
I'm not doing it.
I think that 1938, 1939, and then it's whether it's 62 or 63 is really my question. 62. Spider-Man is August 1962. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mr. V came out the quickest. It looked
All right,
like.
Mr. V, send your ETH address over to whoever we send it to, or to me.
See, he said 1939, 1940, 1962. So I just have to confirm.
No, 38. Yeah. No, Batman is 1939.
Yeah, I know that.
Superman is 38. Superman's 38. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we know for a fact. So let's just go through this. So Batman 1939.
Yeah.
Superman 1938, and Spider-Man is 1962. So this should be So Mr. V was off by 1. So let me just see.
Oh.
Man, this is close. Some people just that was a tough question though. I feel like I'm sorry.
You could do you know what? You could do a reset question. How about you do a reset?
Why don't we do
question?
that? I feel like that's
Yeah.
gonna be the fairest. Okay.
It's more fair because you know it's like
let me think of a harder one then. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I go ahead.
I think this is a good one, right? Okay. When was Ultimate Fallout number 4 released? The first appearance of Miles Morales in comic version. There we go.
That's good.
Man, I would have got that one.
What was the answer for the Adventure Time one?
Ice King.
Oh, Ice King. Okay.
I thought it was
Okay. It looks like BioShock got this one, 2011.
Nice.
There we go.
All right. So
Yay.
send Chad or Magic your ETH address, and then I will send you my NFT. Congratulations.
BioShock, you won.
Nice.
Nice. I'm gonna
Is it
have to
a
get
one
my.
of, is it a one of one silicon? No, it's one of 86 or something.
I feel like
but
you
I
said
have
you won, didn't you?
yes. But I have the original.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I'm thinking about wrapping up here. If you're all okay with that, if you guys have any parting words, please feel free to share.
I have one question for you, Vivi Magic. You are always so generous to the community. What is one thing that you wish you could find at a Disney park anywhere in the world?
Ooh.
Or have, I should say.
I don't know. That's super tough. There's so much good stuff. There's certain things that there's like that I kick myself for not getting, like the Disney 100 black and silver ears. I saw them and I was like, $175. I'm not doing that. And they sold out like instantly. And then they have I don't know if you've seen it. I put it in a TikTok, but they have the statue of Mickey Mouse and it's a limited release. And it's exactly like our NFT, but it's all in Swarovski crystals. I'm just like, oh my God, it's gorgeous. But yeah, it's all stuff that I'm just like, eh.
There's a different one, right? Isn't there like a separate one for D23 versus the other?
Yeah, so I'm going to get that
one, right?
Yeah, I'm in D23, so I haven't received it yet, but I will be getting that, and that's a platinum statue as well. But it doesn't match the same one that's on Vivi.
Oh,
yeah.
The 100th anniversary Mickey and Minnie Swarovski soon too, right?
I'm not sure.
So we actually bought the 50th anniversary, so 1,000 of them. But we ended up buying the very last set at the Disney California park that was on display there when we were there earlier this year. And they said as soon as they had to sell out all of the 50th anniversary, and then they were going to end up seeing the 100th anniversary, which is supposed to be just like in Vivi. So, but I hadn't seen any announcements on it yet. That should be really interesting.
Yeah, they're always releasing good stuff, especially all the Disney 100 stuff.
Yes. I even saw it in Hallmark.
Oh, nice.
Like a huge display of Disney 100, everything.
Very cool. And you know what? I figured I should actually since Silicon didn't, really share any of his story, I think that we should leave him to sign us off and leave us some words of wisdom and some good advice.
Love it.
Wow. Yeah, thanks, guys. First of all, I just commend everyone for, being leaders in the space and, staying positive. I know we've had some rocky roads recently, but I think we're sort of like now we're starting a new chapter, especially with the new season that we've got. There's a lot of exciting things coming. So, I'm pretty excited for the Viviverse and being able to, do what we're doing here in the Viviverse. I'm excited for, when we get this, Apple AR, MR glasses coming out, when the technology is able to take advantage. It sounds like Vivi's got some really big plans. The crafting we've got going on is really cool. It gamifies, how we use our NFT and strategy and what we end up doing with them. And then, of course, the MCP program with OUP is a whole nother level of gamification. So I'm just really very bullish as usual, but overall bullish in the space. And I think that, this is now kind of a new foundation for VV to move forward and go past some of the challenges we've had recently. So I just commend you all for staying positive in the community and being a good influence. We got to keep it up. We need more people to step up and also do that, and keep building content, keep doing AR photos. I just see so much great stuff that it blows me away what this community can do and how strong it's been fortified through this experience that, these different experiences that we've been through. So I'm more excited now than ever, and excited about what's coming next. And so that's where I'm at. And I'll continue to stack on.
You gonna get that gauntlet?
Of course, I've got all the pieces.
Excellent.
Now the one question is, I didn't realize how much the Eye of Agamotto Secret Rare spiked. I do have it, but I have an 888, so I'm not going to not going to be burning that because I have a matching Eye of Agamotto set. But I will probably, sell some stuff and acquire another one and do some crafting, or see what I want to do. But yeah, no, it's definitely fun, and I have plenty of stuff to burn as well to for the Marvel characters. So yeah, I'll keep on playing the game.
That Secret Eye matching set is going to be pretty scarce now too. So that mint number is certainly going to stand out.
Agree.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I love the matching sets. I think recently I was able to match the Disney Poster Resort, the first Disney Poster series. I have 1928, now I have 1940 matching sets. So it's just a fun game that, we get to add on top of the game of collecting. People play it however they want. We like matching mint numbers and order in our collections. And so I'm excited to, see these posters and things like that, be able to go on the wall. So I'm excited to see what we can do with comics, and how we bring that into the universe. So there's just a lot more coming. I think a lot more utility that we didn't know we wanted, but we get to have fun with and socialize with our VV family and meet new people. And this is sort of the way I think the way of the future here.
I agree.
Silicon, do you have some time to do some VXP VV Discord poker after this?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's some requests from the audience. We got Discord fam in the house.
Let's go.
Shout out to the VV Discord. We have fun. We have a lot of fun. Yeah, I was doing some inside jokes that I have with some of my friends in there. So people are like, what is she saying? It's inside jokes with our Discord fam.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I want to thank everybody that participated, everybody that came to watch and show all the love. Super, super grateful. Again, huge shout out to Mr. Champ for kickstarting this whole thing. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep up the positivity. We're going to keep showing why we're here, why we love this app, why we love our collectibles, and why we love this community. So I implore everybody to take part if you're passionate, because every voice matters. And Mr. Champ's hashtag is living proof that that's true.
I mean, you even got a non-fungible, wonderful song coming here to stay. So
look at that.
Love it. Love it.
Crazy.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So
Thank you
again, everybody.
Magic and Chad, this is great. What you guys do for the community is amazing. Thank you very much. I have to go cast the front part of this stream now.
Oh yeah, it was really good. You do.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Yeah, this has been great. I've been looking at all the comments. This is just amazing. So you guys are very, very important to the community, and definitely two people that we have looked up to since we got started with VV.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks Magic and Chad for everything.
Yeah, thanks Magic. Thanks everybody. You're all the best.
Huge help today. Huge help. Yes. Love it. All right. See y'all.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.